Hello, at this point let's see if we can code the add button and a little reset routine that we will have. There will be one small error that we will experience in this project, and I'll show you how we can fix that, of course, very easily. So as you can see, I've already clicked on the add button earlier, so I'm just going to come in here and say something like inserts, maybe a new customer into the customer and balance tables. There we go. I'll start off with the SQL statement. In fact, what I actually will do is just a little extra blank line for the time being, and then we'll make a couple of changes. Actually, we'll make it to the get last customer routine, as you will see. So we'll come in here at this point and just say, let's assign what is going to be in the zip code. So I'll say str zip code, that variable, equals whatever is in txt zip code dot text. Now, normally I want to make sure that it's did they put in 5 characters or did they put in the zip code plus the +4. Now in this one we'll just take a very simple one to check that. We're not going to go into a great deal of detail. I will just say if the length, just a little extra information for us, the length of str zip code close parentheses equals 5. Normally in the real world I would do some other processes, but I'm not for this tutorial. We'll add that +4 to the zip code. str zip code plus equals double quotes dash 1 2 3 4 zeros double quote and the end if statement. Very good. Now what I want to do, if I scroll up just a little bit so we can see it better, I want to assign what will be the insert statement into our str data source variable. So here str data source equals double quotes insert into tbl customer, the values, make sure you use plural there. Let's put a spacebar, double quote, spacebar, ampersand. Now I've mentioned, I think in the past, where in other versions, earlier versions, you would also have to have the ampersand, spacebar, underscore to say that you're going to continue this on the next line. The underscore is not required now in Visual Studio 2015. Okay, so anyway, let's get started on this. We'll say double quote, parentheses, single quote, because we're going to take the contents of, in a sense, the customer number, the last name, first name, etc., text boxes and combo boxes, then double quote, spacebar, ampersand, spacebar, txt cust no dot text, spacebar, ampersand, spacebar, because we're concatenating all of this. Again, double quote, single quote, comma, spacebar. The comma spacebar is used so that we can have the distance between each of these for each of the fields that we're going to be inserting into. Okay, then double quote, spacebar, ampersand, enter key, and we'll continue on. Now after this one I can do some copying and pasting and making some very simple changes. So now on this line, for the first name field, and these are going to be in the order they are in the database, we'll say double quote, single quote, double quote, spacebar, ampersand, spacebar, txtf name dot text, spacebar, ampersand, spacebar, double quote, single quote, comma, spacebar, double quote, spacebar, ampersand, and an enter key. So what I'm going to do now is come in here, hopefully copy that, highlight it, Control C to copy, Control V to paste, and we'll change this one to lname, right? lname dot text box, come up to the end, press enter, Control V to paste. We'll change this one to street dot text, get there, enter, txt city, there we go, enter, Control V. Now this is going to be for the state, it's the combo box, remember, so this will be cbo states dot text, here we go, and then we'll kind of finish. I'll go ahead and paste this in, although we will have to make just a little bit of change on this. Now this is going to be the variable str zip code, so here I just say str zip code because I changed that with that if statement earlier. There's no dot text on that one, right? And then after this we will simply come in, do double quote, single quote, then close parentheses, double quote, and I'll take out the remainder of that line right there. Very, very good. Let's press enter a couple of times. We'll say dimension data adapter as a new OLE, EDB dot OL, come back here, dot OLEDB data adapter, parentheses, str, data source, comma, CONN, str, close parentheses. Excellent. And then DT customer dot accept changes, open close parentheses, data adapter, adapter dot fill, parentheses, DT customer, close parentheses, data adapter dot update, parentheses, DT customer, close parentheses, and data adapter dot dispose, open close parentheses, there, a little blank line. And now we want to go in and repeat basically this coding for updating the balance table. So here I'll just put a remark statement that says updates TBL balance. There we go. And we will say on this one, when they take that credit limit from the combo box, it was just 4 characters. But you may recall in the earlier video, I said that we had a 6-character field. So what we need to do here is say that take str credit limit equals CBO credit limit dot text plus double quotes and a couple of zeros, double quote. There, that'll get those extra ones in there. Just a little simple way of doing things that I found. Now what I'm going to do is work for inserting to TBL balances. On this one, just in the interest of time, I'm going to go ahead and highlight this previous string variable and all the coding with it. Do a Control C to copy, come down here, paste it in, and I'll have to do some adjustment, but that's all right. That's easy enough. Here I will say str data source into TBL balance. There we go. Values. I'm going to tab that one over just a little bit there, and I'll change this to, or I'll leave it at txt cusno. Okay. Then on the next line, I'll come in on this one, and this is going to be the current balance. So we'll just go in here and say, get my mouse working for me, str current balance. Now you might recall that was set to 0 because, let me just scroll up for a moment, we set it right up there to 6 zeros. That's where I define that one. I don't need to do anything else with it because it's going to stay the same each time. Then I'll come in, I'm going to delete these rows and tab that over because this is going to be str credit limit. So here I will say str credit limit and close that off with the double quote, single quote, close parentheses, semicolon. Bingo. And that's everything that I need for that one. So now I'll come back and say, now I'll make another reference to my data adapter equals new OLEDB data adapter. That was already highlighted on that, so I just chose that one. So OLEDB dot OLEDB data adapter, parentheses, str, data source again, comma, CONN, str, close parentheses. Excellent. And now DT balance dot accept changes, open close parentheses, DT, or data, same mistake again, wasn't it? Data adapter dot fill, parentheses, DT balance, close parentheses, data adapter dot update, parentheses, DT balance, close parentheses, and data adapter dot dispose, open close parentheses. And then I need a routine here that's going to reset the form. Okay, now just in the interest of time, I'm going to code that one very quickly. I'm getting a little bit long on this video, but I can do this quickly, and then in the next one we'll test it and also experience our problem. So after the last end sub, but before the end class, I'm going to say private sub reset form, because they might want to have more than one record added, right? Resets the form FRM customer. and a little with me statement I like to use on this one. So .txt lname.text equals double quotes, .txt lname.focus, open close parentheses, .txt fname.text equals double quotes, txt street.text equals double quotes, txt city.text equals double quotes, cbo states.text equals double quotes, txt zipcode.text equals double quotes, and cbo credit limit.text equals double quotes. Now, after the end with, but before the end sub, I want to go down and call that routine get last customer parentheses. Okay, so that we can get the latest customer number. Now that isn't going to work perfectly, but again, we will fix it. But as always, thank you for watching.